stuff. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I really like that you do it first, because then it's like in case I forgot how to do it, I can see you do it. That's really nice. I got you, buddy. Since I can't remember any anime names or where you live or sorry, who are you again?
I don't know. We've only known each other for like a year, so it's cool.
Dude, it's been a year. Time flies when you're, secret lovers. What?
Oh, okay. So funny enough, I actually wanted to bring this up in this episode because it actually happened last night. I was looking for something to watch, and I was like, God damn it, that bitch Patrick is telling me to watch Cyberpunk. So okay, I'll open it. Whatever. I'm gonna be real. The Cyberpunk aesthetic is like cool for images. Like if I saw one, I'd be like, oh, that looks cool, interesting. But like the idea of like playing video games in it or like living in it or blah blah blah, I'm not really too intrigued by it. Or like watching stuff with it. I'm like, it's not my vibe, I'm more of like the fantasy, like out there nature type stuff rather than like, even though which I guess it's funny because like I do consider myself as like a city boy. Like I do want to live like in a big city.
Sorry. What's your favorite game right now?
Besides Overwatch?
Yeah, that's cyberpunk as fuck. Look at all their like tech
that's
shit.
That's not cyberpunk. That's just like having like futuristic technology, but that's not like cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is like a different thing. It's like a different vibe.
That's like
it's like neon lights and like fucking like in the city. Everybody's living in like a square box. Anyway. So after the last conundrum of accidentally opening those boobies in Netflix.
Yes, you're welcome.
I was like, oh yeah, fuck. Let me go watch it. I just searched it up and then like press play without like looking at the episode and I just went like, boop, press play, right? And so, funny enough, I forgot that the last time I went to go watch it, I fell asleep. And so basically right now, and if you remember from the last episode or whenever we talked about it, I only got like 5 minutes into it. So I opened it up, and so like, and it was the fourth episode. And this guy, it almost starts off in like the training montage where the guy's like, yeah, if you want to do this, you gotta keep up, man. You gotta keep going, blah blah blah. And like he delivers the package of like the golden hands to that one guy,
right? Yeah.
And he's going through all of that. You meet his love interest, and I'm like, you know what? This is not fucking bad. This like it's a little fast paced, but like I get it. I'm all here, baby. Let's go. I'm ready. I see the dude. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it. I saw the dude with the golden hands get shot up in his face, and I was like, that's crazy, bro.
Right.
That was insane.
Fucking gruesome.
I was like, this show's in it. Like this show is like a fucking like even more than Attack on Titan, like fucking ready to kill anybody. I just met this dude and he's dead. And I was like so into it. And I was like, I get it, bro. Like no further explanation. I'm ready. And then I accidentally clicked out of the episode and realized I was on episode 4. And I was like, oh fuck, dude. I don't know I have to go back and watch it. So it's like, it's almost like when you're watching a show and you're like in the middle of action and randomly they throw you a flashback sequence that you don't give a fuck about. You're like, I was already there, bro.
But you did it to yourself. You did.
I know. I did that. I literally like left. It was after that whole thing happened. They fought that crazed out robot
cyber
guy.
psycho.
And then and they were like in the roof and they were having like a nice moment with the guy and the girl talking, it was like, oh shit, they finally opened up to each other. All right. And then like, I'm saying finally, like I knew them for a while. I only knew them for like 20 minutes, but I was like, I'm in it, bro. Let's do it. Like, I loved how fast paced it was, but I was on the wrong episode. It was so annoying. I thought I was like in it, but I wasn't. Well, I guess I was, but I wasn't going with the idea that they wanted to. And like, even at times he had flashbacks of his mom that I'm assuming is gonna die. I like the flashbacks were the flashbacks were like a little like you didn't see too much, but you just saw her like laying down, and I think I saw blood, and I was like, oh, I did see the car crash. So I'm assuming she's probably gonna die from that. Oh wait, no, they had surgery. Oh, maybe someone's gonna kill her. I don't fucking know. She's gonna die. Who cares? She's
This is such a good review. I don't give a fuck about her. Who gives a shit?
Fuck. I'm genuinely like, bro, we were in it. Like if the show would have started right there, because it's almost like they threw you in this world. Like, you don't need information about his past. You don't need anything. You just saw, like, you just met this guy, and he is a runner for a gang, like a mob
Mm-hmm.
crew, whatever. You're in it. Okay, he's a runner. Let's keep going. And it was like, hey, newbie. Whenever, like, it's like, if you want to keep up, you gotta get better exponentially. I was like, oh, so he's the new guy, and he's trying to prove himself to that girl that he liked. Like, literally gave you all the exposition you will ever need in like those first 10 minutes. Like, I don't understand how I missed 3 episodes. Like, I'm genuinely like, how did I miss those 3 episodes? Might as well be filler, because I'm already caught up in everything that's happening. Like, I'm genuinely like, I don't care about anything else.
Okay, Danny, I have a plan for you now.
What?
Since this worked out so well, I need you to skip another 3 episodes and see if you can like keep up.
That would actually be fun. You know what? I'm down. I don't really care that much about the show. I'll do it. I'll try it. That'd be so fucking fun.
I can't wait. Next time, oh my god.
The only thing
and then you'll skip again to the last episode. Oh my god.
I'll be a little sad because I am interested in the romance of it. I like that girl. But
yeah,
I'll do what you want.
Probably the strongest part. What do you think of Rebecca?
Who's Rebecca?
The little short girl who's crazy.
Oh, she's fucking funny. She's funny
like,
as shit.
She's hands down like everybody's favorite character.
Yeah, she's
so amazing.
That little just immediately pointed the gun at him when he like dropped off the package. And it was like, and like, once again, I didn't need to know anything else about her, bro. I got that and I was like, okay, I'm in. I understand. Like, I don't know who this girl is, but she's holding a gun and you're like, oh, you're delivering a package to her, but she's also kind of like from the hood. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, let's roll with it. Like, let's go. I'm good. God, man.
Okay. Also, I've been thinking about this. I think this cyberpunk. Do you remember Akama Drive? I feel like cyberpunk is like if Akama Drive was good.
Really?
Really,
that actually makes me feel better then. Because I'm like,
you know, we had so many complaints about Akama Drive. I don't. Yeah. You know, it's like doing what they wanted to do, and it's like, it just. The pacing was so bad in Aqua Drive, and in this thing, it's like bam, 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 bam. You know.
Now I'm actually, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it for the meme. You're lucky. I'll do it for the meme.
You can watch it all. You can watch it all after, because there's some good stuff that you'll miss that'll be like not connected at all. Yeah.
I'm genuinely interested in how that will work out, but like I was just, oh man, I am genuinely like after getting to the 4th episode, I was like, I'm in it, bro. I want to see what happens, because like after that guy died, and in my world, I only met him for 20 minutes. I was like, oh, this shit's about to go down, but we have no idea who the fuck is gonna die. Like everybody's on the chopping block. Oh my god, it was so good. Anyway, and like in that sense, it reminded me of Akamigako, which I love that show. That show was great. So I was like, okay, which they probably are all gonna die if I'm being honest. But anyway, who knows? Speaking of the whole not caring about the past, some people we're going straight to One Piece. Where some people have brought up that Zoro, like people were complaining about the recent thing. Spoiler if you're only caught up in the anime. And then I guess even more spoiler if you're not caught up in the anime.
You can say that now. Oh, it's so nice. You were we gotta did we discuss yet that you were ahead of me for like a good week?
No, we didn't. Oh, that was such a good such a good moment.
It's like you got the extra gold star on the board, and then I snatched it right back. Well, I couldn't have it.
Now we're just holding on to each other at the same time.
Right.
Now we're just holding hands with the gold medal.
Oh, I was gonna say by the throat, but yeah, you know,
sure. That's cool too. Yeah. I'll hold you anywhere, Patrick. I'm cool.
Hey, whoa. Can we get somebody else in here? Can we switch this guy out?
But anyway, there was a moment where or you know, if you're caught up in the manga, Zoro fought King, and everybody was like, "Oh, you know, this is Wano. This is like samurai territory, swords, whatever. This is gonna be the part where we learn so much more about Zoro, and blah 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 blah." And then like I was watching a video in regards of what's gonna happen next, and as you know, we just saw Vegapunk, and they're like, "This is gonna be Frankie's and Sanji's like shit. This is when they're gonna get upgrades, you know, like Frankie's gonna get upgrades for all his robots, which I still hope happens. I hope
they like share notes.
I hope he does. Oh my God. Frankie does get an upgrade, because I think even though he's pretty cool, I think he's like I want every one of the Straw Hats to elevate to where like they're like god tier status. I want all of them to be like fucking insane. But anyway,
hey,
so like
Chopper got up to 1,000 berries. That's pretty big.
That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick for him. Yeah, I have him like right behind me in this episode. Right, that little boy.
He's beautiful.
But anyway,
not at all a football head.
So like I'm cool with like upgrades and like showing how which Zoro did. Zoro got a fucking upgrade.
That was a sick robots reference, by the way. Upgrades,
nice,
people.
Nice. Like upgrade, like Ben 10. Anyway, can you name all Ben 10 aliens? Go right now. The first 10. I got you. I'll tell you if you have them. I have them all known by.
Danny. It's like there's just like a little goldfish swimming in there.
Do it. You have to remember at least some of them.
You gave me upgrade. I don't remember names. I remember how they all look.
Just explain them to me.
There's the crystal dude.
Okay, Diamond Head.
Forearms. Is that his name?
That's his name.
Fuck yes. Upgrade is the goo guy, and then the fish with the jaw.
Rip jaws.
The ghost guy.
Ghost freak.
Okay, at this point, Speedy guy, who's your favorite, right?
He's not my favorite, but yeah, go ahead.
Well, we talked about it. At this point, they're starting to mix with the next series,
No. There's 10. There's
I know, but like, I'm
your
trying
memory,
to think of
your
like
memory's like flowing.
When they come in, because there's the dog that can't see.
Wild Mutt.
I feel like there's a little one, the little gray dude. Gray matter. I have two left.
You have two left.
Fuck me. I did the fish. It said crystal.
The fish is the most obscure one. So I'm surprised you got that one.
Right, but he's the most like.
Okay, there's one that is literally like the mascot of the show. I feel like you already named like two.
Did I not say the fire guy? Did I not say the fire guy? Okay. Heat blast. How did I not say him?
Now there's one that.
Oh my god.
I will say he feels as obscure as Rip Jaws. He feels like a little more like
barely used.
Like you could anything that he can do, I can do better. I just wanted to say that, but you know what I mean. Like somebody else could do better.
I don't have it.
You're never gonna get it. Stink fun.
Oh my god, fucking the ugliest motherfucker on the planet. I can't believe I forgot him.
Dude, I don't know why. I love that show so much. I had the fucking the song in my iPod as a kid, because I love that show so much. And I can tell you right now that the 11th one is
the Rolly guy.
Cannonball, because you're like, whoa, he can get more aliens, and then you get the mummy, and then you get the werewolf. Shit.
I don't remember the mummy.
Yeah, the mummy. He literally got him and was like, I got another one, and then they just forgot about him again. They
remember
just,
like,
never used him again.
Gigantic ultimate one. That was like at the end of Ben 10, right? Like the end of the first
tall one.
series.
I think he was like in the movie that led
gigantic,
into like yeah. Okay. Anyway, going back to what I was saying. I'm down for upgrades.
What a beautiful tangent.
Which I'm down for upgrades because which Zoro did get an upgrade in Wano. Like he did.
It reminded me a lot of like him just like destroying himself for Luffy, but he did it like actually for himself this time. Like, you know what I mean? Where he he took on the pain and now he's doing it and he's like taking on this like
but theoretically like, he doesn't have to do that. It's just like when you get it under control, you don't have to like absorb pain anymore. You know what I mean? It's like it only starts absorbing if he can't control it.
Is it Asura's wrath? Azura's?
I have no idea. But anyway,
because they're all based off of like gods, pretty much. I think.
I want to say
all their
it was
powers.
like an E something. They like I saw somebody make a joke about how Zoro didn't get like they're like, oh, we don't know what's gonna happen because like we thought we were gonna get backstory from Zoro that we never got, and I was like, we know his backstory, and some people were like, I mean, we don't really like, but then like you don't know his backstory, you only know about the motivation, everything like that. But then, we do know,
but they didn't go in depth like they did for Luffy, you know?
Yeah, but like Luffy, they didn't go as in depth. If anything, they gave him like a second backstory. They gave him like the one with Shanks, and then they gave him the second one with Ace and the other guy,
Sabo. Oh my god, I knew one you didn't. Fuck you.
And so like they almost gave him like a like the two-parter of his backstory, and then you know, but they also skip all that time, and I feel like they did it at Zoro. But like literally, why do you have to know that? Like I don't get why people are like, what do you think he's gonna do? He ran into another warlord and he fought him? No, you just fought random people and like hunted some pirates, but like he wasn't that good. You're gonna see him like messed up, but like who cares? Like I don't get why people like need to know so much backstory. I think it's kind of like the similar situation when we talked about what's it called, the Pirate Kings, Goldie Rogers like crew. Like they were cool, and like I want to know about them because they were the most legendary crew. What are all these people doing? Like what did they all do? Like how were they so cool and good to end up on his ship? But like we don't need to know about that. There's so much shit going on that we need to know about, that I want to know about.
Right.
We do not
That
need to
would
know
be
Zoro's
that would
backstory.
be like if Oda wanted to fuck with us, he'd give us a backstory of just
Yeah.
like the side characters.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. And then you know that like if he did do that, everybody would be pissed. Everybody would be like, "Whoa,
Right,
okay,
yes.
you just interrupted like Vegapunk, or you just interrupted like all this shit that's happening." But like you were begging for it like 30 episodes ago or like 100 episodes ago. I don't want
even
Zoro's
like
backstory.
500 episodes ago.
Yeah, I don't want Zoro's backstory. I literally don't think any of the crew. Yeah, I don't think any of the
we've
crew
gone through
needs.
all of their child, except we don't know as much about Brook because
Yeah, but, like-
we only knew about like how his second life started, you know.
Well,
and
what I
that's
was
that's
gonna
the whole
say-
thing with the whale, you know. That's
Yeah.
still that's like the most like juicy of all of the crew is Laboon.
Like, all I was gonna say was that I don't care to know any more about the backstory of any of the Straw Hats. I feel like we have enough because like
Mhm.
he's not giving it to you to know every like step along the way. It's more of like, here's how they got their motivation. You know what I mean? Like here's why they're here. You don't
we
need
don't
to know
we don't
their
like
whole
need to
thing.
know like what they ate for breakfast when they were 4.
Exactly. You don't need to know who, maybe like you don't even need to know who Zoro fought to get as good as he did when you saw him. Like we don't need that. You're gonna know that he fought a bunch of low life bandits or some pirates, and the fight just wouldn't be as good as we know now.
It was definitely pirates because he was the pirate hunter Zoro.
Yeah, but he also probably fought random people. I think he said, even when you found him, he said that wasn't a name he gave to himself. He just wanted to fight swordsmen, and they just happened to be pirates, like most of the time. But he probably fought like random people that whatever that came across him. Okay, so today we have a little bit of a draft game that
We
you
do.
know you might have seen on TikTok, YouTube. A lot of people are doing draft games now, but because we are weebs and we talk about One Piece a little too much, I think it would be dope to do a drafts with devil fruits. I'm gonna say it one more time just in case if I need to edit it for TikTok. A draft for devil fruits. Now, we should actually. I'm gonna flip a coin, and I'll let you choose what thing it is.
Okay,
Ready,
so
and-
let's flip it.
This is for whoever goes first.
Okay.
Okay, choose.
Heads.
It's you. You go first.
Okay. Now,
And-
I would like to establish that we had doing this. We had different ideas on how the draft would work.
Yeah.
Your idea is like one person having multiple devil fruits, like that
Macho Man
possibility.
with everything.
And mine was like having a crew where everybody got the devil fruit.
So
with that being said, my first pick, now let me explain before you blow up on me, is the human fruit.
no, bro. No, wait. We should also explain before we get any further. We put the standard of no like mythical zones because like we already
Right.
know they're gonna be at the top. And
It's like if we could do that, why not just have them all, and
Yeah,
then
exactly.
they'd kill everybody.
so
And I didn't want like an OP team. I didn't think that would be fun to just
I actually
level
while I was
everybody.
thinking of mine, I was thinking I don't think Patrick's gonna like go for like superpower or whatever. He's gonna go for
I'm
like
going for
this
some
is gonna be
tough
like the
guys,
fun.
but-
This is gonna be like the fun ones though, whatever. Like this would be fun to have on a crew.
right, like useful. I was thinking like what are like utility fruits that's like that if used right is like
Okay.
amazing. So that being
Explain.
said, the human fruit, I want to have a cute little mascot on my crew, like Chopper. So I can give the human fruit to any animal I want, and they're just a cute little guy.
Do you have an idea for what animal you would use it on?
I've been thinking there's like the obvious like my dog, Cooper, who's a beautiful little Dalmatian. If I could give him the power to be, a little dude I can talk to and be cute, absolutely. But then I was thinking like you could get like any sort of like exotic animal would be cool that has like even like God, what was it? Like I feel like getting an amphibious animal that can like breathe underwater would be huge because we know that fishmen with devil fruits can still survive. They just don't have their powers. You know?
Fisherman with devil fruit cannot. They can't be in water.
They can.
No, they can't.
Oh shoot. What's his name? I got that because of
Jinbei. Did you think he had one?
No. Jack the mammoth.
Oh yeah.
Is a fisherman, but then I remembered it was freshwater. That's why he didn't like just straight up die.
And like the one dude from Fisherman Island, he had to like stay in a bubble or whatever, like so he could be down there.
Right. Again, this was not totally thought out, but I think having a cute mascot is ideal.
Okay.
And like think of like a cool ass animal, and you could just have that be your buddy.
My first one would be the ice one. I don't even know how to say this. I think it like autocorrected it, but the one that Aokiji has.
Yeah. Listen to this. Fucker.
I think that one is a solid one, and like I know that some other ones might technically be stronger, but they just don't fit my vibe.
I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it for the meme. I'm so sorry.
I've always ever since I was a young lad, I loved X-Men, and I always thought Iceman's powers would be like fucking solid. And this guy just proved every time he's on the screen, he just proves how like insane that power can be. So I would love to be.
It's one of those fruits that can survive like on the ocean because you can just freeze your way. Exactly. That was. God, this is getting heated.
Okay. Next one for you, buddy.
That's the flower fruit, which is Nico Robin's fruit.
Ooh.
I think she uses it like very stealthily, and I think she's very reserved when she battles, but not recently. She's like, look at how fucking she can.
Yeah.
Like,
but still, like,
create a whole other person, and it's essentially
developed it because she doesn't use it for battle that much. Like,
it takes a lot. I mean, she just did that whole like devil sequence that was insane and awesome.
That was pretty.
And she's been working up for it, but I think just like utility wise, like she is like always saving people, always like in the background doing shit. She can take out hordes of fucking people before she even fully developed her powers. You know, that is awesome. And I've always really liked that.
Okay. So I had another. I'm actually gonna. Oh my god, I have way too many here. I have a lot of Logias, but I'm gonna try to like not get too many. So I'm gonna limit myself to a second one. Actually, that's
you're so brave.
No. I'm gonna do. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna do the Goro no Mi, which is the electricity one, Anel's. Because that shit's just fucking OP. That shit is just crazy. Right. He started his heart again, man. He can move like almost light speed, and he like zapped entire areas. He did use observation hockey theoretically to like see where people were. But if you got that trained, if you train your observation hockey and then you're just like zapping people from a mile away, that's insane, dude. That's necessary.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so my third pick, so that you don't take them all, I'm gonna take the flame fruit.
Okay, that's actually pretty low on my list because it's sick, but like it's not my like vibe. Once again, it's just like I'm not like
I don't want the magma one because that's like
that's too dangerous.
Right, exactly.
That's too much of a hassle. All right,
but like Ace in his little ship that he like.
That's so sick.
Fueled himself.
That was a big reason. I was like looking at like a list of it, and I saw like a couple YouTube videos of it, and I was like, that'd be pretty. That's
like
fire.
Even without like how powerful it is, it's like an amazing utility.
Yeah. All right. Next one, I gotta say, it has to be laws. Trafalgar laws.
Yeah.
Ope no Mi, I believe is how it's said. Dude,
but
that shit
you have to have like all the knowledge, right, of a doctor to be able to use it properly.
I'll learn. I can learn, bro. I'm smart as fuck. I'll get there one day, man. I'll use everything else in the meantime, and I'll be like, I'm training to use this. I actually thought about this, because I would, if I had Lost thing, it would genuinely, I think, would turn into my life mission to find like the most genuine person, and maybe like not even disclose that. Well, maybe they could find out that I have that devil fruit, but if they don't know what it's capable of, I would keep it to myself as long as possible of what the devil fruit can do. And my whole life mission would be to find the person that is like the most genuine, the person who would do like the best thing for the world, and then do that whole like sacrificial thing where, you know, you was it like you cool. end your life and you give somebody else like eternal life or something like that.
Right.
Bro, that would be my whole life mission.
I'd find the devil fruit that makes a complete copy of herself and then give it to him.
Oh yeah. Well, damn.
But that's just an idea to put in the back. Put in the back of your mind. Okay, right. So what are we up to?
This is your fourth one.
My fourth. Okay. God, it's like a 3-way tie. Okay, I'll take the barrier fruit, which was.
I thought about that. That's solid.
Bartolomeo. And it's like, isn't it like pretty much impenetrable? We have not seen anybody break it.
Yeah, I mean theoretically, there's a possibility of somebody with like insane hockey that would probably get through it, or like, with the Conqueror's hockey where you could like attack from within, or is that armament, whatever one that you could attack from within, that possibly could do some stuff. But yeah, we haven't seen anybody yet go through it.
And like if he could like awaken it and make it like stronger, you know,
or you could make like areas, you know what I mean? Like he only does it in walls, but if he could like awaken it and make like a dome or something like that, then that's like fucking OP. Like everybody's losing to that.
Yeah, you could just like make a bubble, and if it doesn't like let air in, you could just suffocate people.
That's crazy. That'd be nice.
Which is like, I think somebody started to do that. No, that was an Avatar. Excuse me. Where they sucked the life out of that lady. Wait.
Another one that I think would just be sick to have. And like, let's say if you're a Logias already, or if you're mostly going off of like the whole crew thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think a dope one would be to have is, I believe it's called, unless it's autocorrect. I didn't really check autocorrect because it did fuck up some of them. Is the what's it called, the Buki no Mi? I think it's how you say it. Baby fives, where you just spawn weapons out of any part of your body.
Right.
That shit goes crazy, bro. Like, imagine, like, anything. Like, I would just be forming katanas out of my hands.
She was pretty unstoppable, and they had to, I think Oda had to, like, write her with, like, a major, like, mental weakness of, like, being in love with men. Or else she would have,
You know what I thought? You know what I thought was a really OP devil, not OP devil fruit, but underutilized devil fruit.
Well, they're all One Piece devil fruits.
What?
OP One Piece, right?
Fuck you. Like an underrated devil fruit is the one that number 5 had, where he could make parts of his body explode, and like whatever. He was just an idiot, and like it was weird that he used his boogers, but imagine you could still use it, like deadass. That's all of
I'm thinking about the way he looks, and I'm not enjoying.
That's all of what do you mean the way he looks? Look like a normal guy. You just picked his nose.
Snotty dude?
No, I said the guy who can make himself explode.
Damn,
how did you forget? How did you ignore everything I said until I said he used his boogers, and you said, fuck.
I was thinking of the snot guy.
I said the guy who can make his body explode, and number 5.
I didn't remember. I'm mixing stuff together.
Yeah. He used Crocodile's dude, and it was like one of the first like baddie agents that they ran into, where like, oh, this guy is a part of the whatever, like the I think they said 6 or maybe 12 or whatever, like the top numbers. Whatever, and he like flicked his boogers and it made it explode, and he was just like bad at it. He was just dumb. But like, imagine, like what I was gonna say was that he was exactly like the guy from My Hero. Bakugo. He's basically Bakugo, but like he could use any part of his body to explode. That's pretty sick. But then I realized the Queen Baby 5, and I was like, she can just make
right. She could just make a fucking nuke. Yeah.
She could just do whatever she wants. So yeah, she takes the place of that. She scales above.
Right. She's definitely like the step up.
Yeah, just like the smoke and the gas, or the ice and the snow. All right, your final one, buddy. You have one left.
God, this
Funny
is like,
enough, you've only taken one of my things.
yeah, you've only taken one of mine, so we're good. We're good so far. Because
I thought this would be a battle.
We took completely different angles. I knew it was gonna happen. Oh my god. Okay. I have to make a real snap decision here. The heal fruit, the little Mancherry's powers that she can just heal somebody like with it like immediately. That's my last power because you're just invincible.
I thought about that, but maybe like I'm thinking that Lost has a good extent of what he can do for somebody. You know what I mean?
Well,
I think you can get rid of like, couldn't you get rid of like cancer from somebody theoretically? That's great.
But that's just him being a doctor.
Yeah, but like if you learn how to do that, if I had that ability, I would learn all of that shit. I'd be like, okay, let's go. Like I can literally, it's like one of those things where it's like the Spider-Man, responsibility, blah blah blah.
Great power, great responsibility. Who cares?
Yeah,
whatever.
like if I know that, if I have that ability, I'm like, okay, I'm going to spend a majority of my life learning everything about medical, like the medical capabilities of this, and just healing everybody I can.
See, but all I have to do is cry, and I cry all the time. So I just bottle that shit up. I'm good.
Okay.
Okay, your final pick.
I have a lot. Okay, I'll tell you the ones that I have, but I won't choose. One of them was the Inu no Mi. I don't blame you if you don't remember. It's the Wolfman one. I just always wanted to be a wolf.
Inu means dog.
As a child, I wanted to be a werewolf kind of person. So
right, you were a furry. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We don't need to say that every time. And then and Kuma's is on here.
Yeah.
Which I thought was cool. It'd be dope, but like not necessary for me. His fighting style would be different to me, right? Now the last two, and I think I gotta go with Mr. I don't even know how to say his name. Ryu Kuja, the new admiral.
Oh, Woods, the plant,
the Woods one. Yeah, I think I gotta go with him. It'd be pretty sick. He was just kind of an idiot when he charged into Wano, but he kind of got rocked, and he got scared by a dude with one arm.
That's another thing. He was like so powerful. They just had to throw out a hey, Shanks is here. Fuck you.
Yeah, basically. Well, I still think that Luffy could have done something about that, but
right, but they didn't want him to.
Somebody said that they just did that for the promotion of the movie. Like they just wanted to be like, hey, remember Shanks? Here you go. And so they're like, oh yeah, he has a movie coming up, doesn't he? Like, you know what I mean? Like just to be like, there he exists. Because like everybody's like, there's no reason for him to be there. Like even Marco was like, oh, I thought about going with you guys, but I'm not gonna go with you guys. And it was like, what the fuck? Like, why is he here? Like, there's no point. The second contender though, the next one, is the Mochi one. Nomi.
Okay. Since we technically can't take Luffy's now.
Yeah, and well, his is just better. If you made a fruit that was like just the rubber boy fruit, I would still take this one over that because like the Mochi is just better than the rubber man. Luffy just eventually got godlike powers.
Well, I mean, he was awakened
but,
too, right? That was why he was so powerful.
Yeah, but like Luffy couldn't make his parts of his body intangible. You know what I mean?
That's true.
That's like the thing I'm mostly focusing on. Is
God,
that like
you were like Logia heavy.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to, but
jeez,
I have 3 Logias.
You're mad with power. You need to be
Logias
stopped.
are just crazy, bro. Logias are just insane. The other ones,
I get you. You wanted to be a big buff daddy, and I just wanted to have utilities.
The other ones.
I wanted to live a life of luxury.
Let me think about the ones that you had again. I'm gonna write them down so I can see what they are. You got a human.
I've got human, the flower, flame, barrier, and heal. Now let me tell you my.
Okay, gotcha.
Let me tell you my backups.
Okay, yeah.
Which was the door fruit, which was like an extra dimensional little pocket. You could do anything. Like so good. You could just like get away from any shitty situation like that.
That sounds like you. That sounds you go like, I don't like.
I don't want to be here anymore.
You're at fucking Starbucks and they're like, did you want this or this? And you're like,
I don't know.
And then it's almost like the Homer Simpson's GIF. Like,
that's what I was
where
gonna
he like
say.
backs
Just
up,
like,
but just open a door behind you and just and it closes. And she's like, "What the fuck just happened?" Okay, and then which?
Let me see. I took something else out. What was it?
You said I took one of yours.
The ice fruit. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're very. I was like, I was too excited because ice fruit would have been my first, but I was too excited to fuck with you and say the human fruit.
Yeah, for context, Patrick texted me before we started, and I think that's when I texted him and said no mythical Zoans, like let's just do that. And then Patrick said, he's like, oh, don't worry, you already know my first pick. And I was like, don't you fucking dare, bro. My next follow-up text was, I didn't think I would have to say this to you, but taking that fruit will not make you more like Chopper.
I don't want to be Chopper. I want to hang out with Chopper.
You won't get a Chopper. What if you get an asshole? You ever think about that? What if you got an asshole animal around you?
Just like, first of all, no animals are assholes. Second
That's
of all,
not true. That's not true at all.
One of these is mine. I'm gonna be pretty fucking stacked.
Wait, what?
One of these, I could have the fucking flower fruit or the flame fruit and just destroy them. Just be like, okay, bye, boop. I gave you life. I take it away.
That's fucked. That's fucked.
If you're saying
you're choosing a random animal that has no choice to be there, and then you're
no.
become life. Well, like. They're not gonna say no, bro. They're just an animal.
Like,
so what are you gonna do? You're gonna feed them, and they're gonna come by, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, thank you for feeding me food." And you're gonna turn them alive, and it's like, listen, "Oh, thanks, bro. I have like consciousness."
I'm not
now.
saying I'll have a god complex, but that's pretty much what God did. That's pretty much what he did. He said,
and then you go. And then if you kill them, you lose the fruit.
Whoop.
If you kill them, you lose the fruit too.
You know, and then maybe another Chopper pop up. I don't know.
You're doing all of this just to hope that a reindeer finds that fruit in the future.
Yeah.
You're like, I just need to take it from whoever has it currently and send it out there.
I could just like give it to a reindeer. I could just find a blue nose. I could find a blue nosed reindeer and I'd be fine.
They could still be an asshole.
I wouldn't just be like, oh, this animal's cool. Here you go. I'd be like, oh, me and this animal are vibing. What do you think? You want a little something?
What? I just imagine you giving them life. And then them being like, oh,
why the fuck did you do that? I have to do taxes now. This is bullshit.
And they're like, I can go get my own food. Fuck you, Badger. And just like walk away. And it's like, I don't want to be a pirate. And you're like, what the? I gave you the fruit. And you're like, I don't care. I can make my own decisions now.
With this whole like crew idea, though, it's like, anybody could just take the fruit and be like, see it. But the point is that they'll be in the crew and they'll want to be there.
But the idea is, unless you're saying that you're picking people that already have this fruit and joining their crew, then that makes sense. But if you're picking an animal, will just be an animal that has like is not communicating at all until you do that. Any person could be like, yeah, I want to vibe with you, and you're like, all right, here you go. But like an animal is just gonna be there because they want food until you give them that, and they'll be like, oh shit. I'm gone. Like, I'm out of here, bro.
But, like, we're doing all this, like, logic shit when you want to have, you want to eat 5 devil fruits, but I can't have a little furry friend? Like,
I'm not saying you can't have a little furry friend. I'm just saying you might not like him.
Let me have a buddy.
Let
me have a cute buddy. Jesus.
Okay.
Let people enjoy things, Danny.
Yeah, I wish I didn't have 3 Logias, honestly.
Okay.
3 Logias is too much.
Can you tell me yours again? I know the ice.
Yeah, and then electricity.
Lightning.
And then laws. And then the weapons. And then the woods. I think the woods one would just be cool because I'd care about nature and I just want to plant more trees, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'd just be like, let's make, like, way more, like, environmentally like safe decisions, and I'd just be able to do that, you know what I mean? I'd just be able to like handle that.
Well,
like, oh yeah,
you could make any sort of reckless decision you wanted, and then you'd be like, oh, I fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll fix everything.
Just completely grow over any mistakes. But okay, so at this point you're just like an elemental god.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I don't know what I would be, because you've got ice, electric, and plants, and then you can also just like make a gun.
Just bring out the glicky if I ever need it.
It's like, the ice, the lightning, and the plants, that didn't do enough. Let me just shoot a motherfucker.
You're actually right. I probably should get rid of one of these.
You need to pick one for damage, and then the rest.
We should have made a limit
utility.
on one Logia.
This was your game, man.
I'll do that right now. I'll make a limit on one Logia. I'll take the ice one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll put.
So we're getting rid of electricity and plants?
Yeah. And I'll take the Mochi one. It's a special paramecia. It's basically a Logia.
Right. You're just switching it for another Logia.
It's not a Logia, though.
God.
It's not a Logia. No, I won't do that. Whatever. I won't do that either, though. I'll take Kuma's then, the push one. The push one's pretty fire. And then I guess the Wolfman one. I'll just turn into a fucking wolf, man. Imagine a wolf that can control ice. That's fire, dude, but like not actually.
And also the wolf, you can just like, you can be Garurumon. Because you can just have a fucking gun. You can just have a fucking gun come out of you. Dude, I'm in. I'm in all the way.
I'll just be a part of your crew, man. I'll just be, you know what? Give me the human fruit too, so I can be a wolf and human more.
It's like, for me though, if I have all of these, it's like, what does the human fruit do? Do I have mastery? Can I just like, I don't know what that would do.
We really have no idea what, because, okay, so a lot of people think that that fruit will give you like that fruit will give you enlightenment or whatever, or make you smarter, but Oda's never confirmed that. I think people like misconstrued his like quote where he basically said, "Oh, it would make you more of like a human." Like in Japan, they have like a phrase where it's like you've reached adulthood, where you like, I think it's something along the lines of like you care less about yourself, but like
also he was fucking memeing. He was absolutely. Yeah. It was in Oda Asks where he just says the first fucking thing he thinks is funny.
Yeah. And then I think the video that I watched, I think they also said that too. He was like, he also said that as like a joke. He also said like he said that and then like was like, but we'll never know. And then like he walked away and it was whatever.
It's like if you have like no critical thought and you're just a child reading that, absolutely. Oh yeah, of course. But like, of course he's fucking with you. Oh my god, this man is just the biggest fucking troll.
He really is.
He's got hilarious. All these people on a fucking hook it's been since '97 for 20 fucking years plus. He's just like, I got you bitches. I can do whatever I want.
He has a mini train in his house.
What?
He has a mini train in his house. I wonder if you could like find it somewhere real quick.
Does he have like my?
It's like a little toy train. It's like a little toy train for like kids to ride when he like they come to his like house or whatever, and he rides it too.
Oh I thought you meant like you know how like old people have like train tables where their whole thing is they make like little model trains. I thought that's like
it's even weirder than that.
There's no way this guy who's obsessed with pirates would be like a train guy too. That's just too many cooks in the kitchen.
So if somebody wins, it's definitely me.
You stacked your fucking team, dude.
I took away the Logias though.
But then
now I'm Mecha Garurumon with ice powers.
That is pretty cool. But I can fucking, oh my god, I wonder, could Bartolomeo make like multiple barriers?
I think so, yes, because he made those stairs, remember?
But that was one long one.
Oh. But I mean, what's the difference?
I'm thinking,
if you can make like,
how does he control his power? Is it his fingers crossing?
Like change angles, then what's the difference if he can like make two separate ones? You can
just
bend it.
It's semantics, absolutely. Yeah. But how did he control his powers? Was it his fingers crossing? Was that it?
Yeah, but I think that
because I have the flower fruit, so I could just make a million fucking hands crossing fingers. So I got some synergy going, okay? And then guess what? While you're in the fucking bubble that I made to kill you, I can burst it into fire.
What if I just...
And then if I was like, my bad. What if I was just like, my bad.
What if I was Law and I just like...
Do you think...
myself out of that?
Do you think we can see, like... Because you only have a barrier, like a certain area. Do you think we could see that area? Like, as the reader, see
you can. I think you can, because when he was fighting Doflamingo, he made it a point to make it big enough to where he couldn't see it. Remember? I don't know if you remember that point, but he like made it like so big, so he was like, "I actually had a barrier from the beginning since we've been here that you never even noticed." And he was like, And then I play my tramp card. And I play Pot of Greed. That was fun though. That was good. That's a good little thing. Now we know where we stand. You want to help people out.
Different attitudes towards like what powers we would want. Because I have utility. I can help and just completely destroy motherfuckers. Yeah. And you can do the same, except you got rid of the plant one, which was like, you could have stopped all deforestation like that.
No, but ice is like cooler.
And like you had like electricity, which like could solve like a power shortage problem like that,
No, but like ice is cooler though.
But like, I
global warming, I could stop.
Did you see? There's like there's a Futurama episode where to fix global warming, they just put a giant ice cube in the ocean.
God damn it.
And that was like 10 years ago. And like pretty recently somebody said that's what we should do. We should just put ice in the ocean.
Okay, realistically, I would probably just do like I'd probably just do the woods one, honestly, more than the ice, because the woods will probably be more my vibe than the ice.
You are so
the ice is stronger though.
Right. I just told you why the plant's cool though.
Yeah. Anyway, so I was thinking about this. I was looking at like Naruto stuff. Did you see that they released the 20th anniversary of like Naruto's fights reanimated and stuff?
I heard about it. That like, we need Naruto redone. We need it all redone again.
Yeah.
I saw somebody saying that, so I knew something was going on.
Yeah, Mr. Beast actually tweeted at them and said, how much money would it take to actually do this? To get it remade?
Oh my god. That's what it was. That's what I saw.
He could do it.
God, and he'd do it just for fucks.
He's funny enough, I don't know if you saw this interview, but he said that when he did his first video that kind of like went a little viral was when he like said one thing over and over again for like 1,000 or like 1,000,000 times or something like that. It was something ridiculous. So he just sat there and just like counted over, or maybe it was just he was counting to like 1,000,000 or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was the whole video, and people were like, memeing on and going like, "Oh my god, I can't believe this guy wasted all this time." Which is funny because like I didn't remember it was Mr. Beast, but I do remember seeing that video and going like, "Why would you do that, bro? That's so stupid."
I remember hearing about it. I remember that was that was like he was like the first kind of person to start that kind of like crazy stupid shit.
But he said that he really wanted to watch Naruto, but it was such a waste of time. So he found out how to like count while watching the show. Like he wanted like he was like,
so he was like recording himself watching.
So yeah, he was watching Naruto the entire video and just counting to like 1,000,000.
Oh my god!
He fucking made his career. He watched Naruto while making his career. Which if that's not an icon, I don't know what is. Also,
I was about to say very iconic.
But anyway, what I wanted to say was that I was like looking at Naruto and all this stuff, and I One Piece fans always piss me off. They always do. I love them. And I want to say like maybe like 90% of them, maybe, actually probably less. 60% of them I like. 60 of them are chill, and you don't even know that they're One Piece fans until anime is brought up, and then they go like, "Oh yeah, I watch One Piece. That shit is crazy," or whatever. Maybe less, but like a majority of them I feel like are pretty chill about it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, One Piece is goated. Yeah, we all know that. Yeah," and then they like move on. They move on and they're like, "Oh yeah, we know," and like. They probably caught up a long time ago and then like catch up on the manga like every like few months. And like they're under the radar. But the fucking fans I'm coming across in TikTok are pissing me off. And like one guy made a video.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
One guy made a video.
You know Chopper one shots Naruto. You know it. You've seen my videos.
That's obvious. No, we're not.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's obvious.
His name is Chopper. He chops the motherfuckers. That's his whole power.
But Naruto just got this thing, right? And like they got the 20th anniversary. And people are somehow making this about One Piece, talking about
oh my god.
Like, oh, you guys finally got blah blah blah. Or they're like, oh, but like One Piece did this already. That's what they said. It was the episodes of like East Blue or whatever. And like, well, it's like, oh, but we already got like full on reanimated arcs and blah blah blah. And it's like, who fucking cares? This is the first like Naruto shit that we've gotten that's not Boruto for like ever. And
just let people have nice things.
Exactly. They're like, oh yeah, we already got this, bro. What are you doing? And fuck. But like I was thinking about the comparisons between them two. And I think I understand more or less why Naruto is such like a the anime that most people watch when they're younger, and then One Piece is like such a big part when you're older, and like if the progression was like labeled, it probably should be like Naruto to One Piece.
It was flipped for me, by the way.
Yeah, but like the majority of people like watch Naruto and they go like, I don't think I'm gonna watch One Piece, or they go like, yeah, I'll watch it, but that's because I want to see if it's actually better than Naruto because I think Naruto is better, and then One Piece is better. I think it's because Naruto, even though, and this is like the best parts of each one. You know what I mean? Like so, like it's not like one of them doesn't have one or the other, but like this has been said before. One Piece fights will never touch Naruto's fights, unless like it might. Sorry, not never, but it hasn't like even come close to Naruto's fights. It's just like a completely different league. But the way that One Piece builds its world and makes you like so emotionally invested, they will let moments that sometimes have had the animation similar to um Seven Deadly Sins animation in like the last few seasons.
What are you doing me?
And but people will let that slide because they're like, I don't give a fuck. I'm so emotionally invested. This means so much to me. Like, for example, one fight that people put in like the epitome of One Piece fights, like, oh my god, this was such an iconic fight. I love it so much, is when Luffy is fighting oh my god, the cat guy, the leopard guy. The one in Enies lobby.
Luca?
Sure. I don't actually
Lucha? It starts with an L.
Rob Lucci.
Yeah.
Anyway, people hold that fight to such high regards, and like I saw it, and like it's you know it's really good. It's like, but when you look back at it and you watch it, the fights are kind of like just minimal because it's really just like the like you see him do the thing to Luffy, and you see his face, like the the artistic like depiction of like Luffy getting hurt is like really well made because like you see him like put and his eyes just go blank and he like falls over, he's all bloody and shit, and then he comes back up, and then when Luffy comes back, all you see him is do this, and you see Gusto win, and you just see like the same animation of da, 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 and you see Rob Lucci going he's getting hit a bunch, and then he falls back, but nobody gives a fuck because the context of that is so like great. Like everybody's just like, oh, this was so iconic, and he's just standing up when he's about to die. It's fucking great. But like Naruto's fights have been crazy since the Chunin exams. Like
right, that's where they put their money. That's when it's like you get 4 or 5 episodes with shit animation, like not shit, but like lower.
Like okay, yeah, like
to get to like the most fluid shit you've ever seen. It's like they spent weeks on it.
And so like
I'll agree, like absolutely. That's where Naruto like shines, is like when you get that like rush of adrenaline watching all this crazy shit going on.
Yeah, so like Naruto will so it's almost like it kind of makes sense because if you want to see like the best fights and Naruto does have a good story. Like it really does. Some shit is just off the wall, and at the end aliens, and they're just like whatever. But the idea is that like it Naruto did have a good story, but sometimes they're like, we want to have the coolest fights possible. How the fuck do we get there? Like, how do we do that? It's like okay, we want to see Kakashi fight. Spoiler, Patrick. Sorry. They're like, we want to see Kakashi and a couple other people fight the 7 swordsmen that we talked about in the beginning of the show. The one that that one guy was a part of, the water dude. You know what I'm talking about? That they fought on the bridge.
Right.
It was like, we want to see him fight all of them, and we want to see like people fight iconic figures from the past. So let's do a fucking zombie shit, like of everybody coming back, and let's just see all of it. It's just like, it's like when people say, hey, what if we just made like a filler episode or like a movie where people fight that you usually wouldn't see fight? Wouldn't that be dope? But they made it into a part of the show, and nobody gave a fuck. Like all those fights, like 90% of the fights in the war arc where like they were fighting people reanimated, nobody cared, and they were all like half done, like halfly made, like they kind of sucked. the most important fights during that was the only person who mattered that was brought back was Madara. Madara was like the epitome. He's like one of the best villains ever in anime. Like he was fucking goated. But like he was the only one that mattered. If they would have like thrown away the war and just said, "Oh, we brought back Madara," would have been more than enough to be like, "Holy shit, this is crazy," because he alone brought down a whole fucking army. So like, you didn't need all of that. But it was like Naruto's like Kishimoto was like, okay, so like, what if we get this person and this person to fight? Okay, team, how do we get this to happen? It's like let's get this. This is the goal. How are we gonna make this happen? It was like that can't happen, bro. And it was like, want to bet zombies, bitch? And it's just like okay. Well, he can't be reanimated because this, blah, for example, okay, here's another spoiler. Sorry, Patrick. The thing where the third Hokage seals the person in a Reaper Death Seal, you're not supposed to be able to like reanimate them because their soul gets trapped in limbo forever. And then they like find a way out of that, and so all of them are back. All the Hokages are back. All of them
I've seen
that got
that.
sealed in the Reaper Death Seal are back. And so I do love Naruto.
I know that.
And I do like the fights that they have are fucking iconic. But it definitely feels like sometimes towards the end, a lot of the times they sacrifice story to get to the really cool fights. Whereas One Piece is like, we want to make you so emotionally invested that you don't care about your own personal life. But we don't give a fuck about the fights.
Already there.
We don't give a fuck about the fights as much animation wise because like you already know, you know what's happening, bro. Who cares, man? And like they're definitely getting to the budget and to the end of the show where I feel like, all right, let's put our whole Badussi into Luffy fights Kaido because this is fucking crazy. But like now they have that luxury because like, you know, they so much hype has been led up to this, and this is like getting towards the end of the show.
They can probably like get any amount of money they need.
Exactly. They literally took over Times Square, so they're like, we got this now. We're giving you everything we want to. So that's what like my revelation came to was like that's why both of these are so goated. But like if you kind of like it kind of makes sense for the idea of like people getting into Naruto when they're younger and they're like, oh, I want fights, and then sometimes things don't make sense, and you're like, cool,
who gives a
but
shit?
it's a fight. Yeah. This is a fight. This is cool. Which I will, like I said, I will say most of Naruto did make sense until like towards the end, and then it kind of just went bonkers, and it was like, yeah, whatever, who cares? But yeah, and then like One Piece was more of like the emotionally like driven, like I'm gonna make you feel something, and like let's talk about racism, let's talk about sex trafficking, and let's talk about every fucking thing under the sun, and let's make you like once again not care about your personal life and realize that everything in the show matters more. Anyway, anything you wanted to add to that? Sorry, I went on a rant again. I feel like sometimes
it's
just
okay.
go on rants.
It's all right. This is your outlet. Use it. So you know, my rate is about what time is it? My rate is about $200 an hour. So I'll need that check in the mail, and
yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Next time we'll talk about like your feelings and you know all the troubles you've had. But I'm glad you used this time to talk about Naruto because I know like your mental health is holding on.
It's like, can I? Okay, I need a therapist, but like I just need to talk about One Piece. I
just to get it out. Yeah. Can you imagine having to pay somebody and they're sitting there like, this fella needs.
That's fucking wild. If anybody wants to pay me to talk about One Piece, feel free, man. I will. You know, you could pay me like $20 an hour. I'll talk to you about One Piece for an hour. I don't give a fuck. I would do it for free, but don't tell them, Patrick.
Well, I mean, I'm getting paid. You know, you could get your bag, dude. But also, like, check better be in the mail.
Yeah. So do you have any anime recommendations for anybody? Did you find anything new that you've been watching?
There's been an issue that like I started watching like real people shows with real people in them. So yeah, I watched She-Hulk and
oh my god, no, fuck the timer. We're going even further. Fuck Marvel fans, bro. Fuck them. They're the dumbest fan group ever. I hate them. They're falling so below every scum of the earth.
Did
Fuck
something
Marvel.
happen that I missed? Because it was.
No,
I'm just
hate
enjoying She-Hulk.
I hate everybody shitting on She-Hulk because She-Hulk is fine.
It's like
She-Hulk
a breath of fresh
is
air.
fine. Yes, it's like if you just wanted to have a normal show. I even like said it to my friends before, where I said She-Hulk doesn't really feel like it needs to be a Marvel movie. Like it could have literally been a show about somebody having powers not connected to anything, and it would have been fine. Like I don't know if you remember this, but like the Netflix show, the Santa Clarita Diet, I think, where
Yeah.
the main actress was just a zombie. It
Mm-hmm.
feels like that. Like it could just be a sitcom with a person who, ooh, quirky green powers, woo, and like they move on. But then everybody's like, fuck Marvel. I hate this. They're going so down the dumps. I am miserable and I hate everything about my life every time I watch this show. And it's just like
it's so funny because they anticipated it and they made them the fucking antagonists of the show.
yeah, it's like what the fuck? Like they're oh my god, it's so annoying to hear everybody shit on a show. And like I'm not the first person to say this, but if you need to hear it again, you don't need to watch it, bro. They have like a new show every 3 months. Just take a break from Marvel. I know your whole personality is to complain about Marvel on TikTok, but just find a new outlet, bro. It's so annoying. Sorry, go ahead. What do you think about She-Hulk? How do you think about it?
So no, what I was saying is, actually, She-Hulk is the best Marvel show ever, and anybody who thinks otherwise is, a big stinky doo doo head. And
I don't think it's the best show.
shh, I'm trying to get us hate views. Shh.
Oh, okay, yeah. My bad.
Like
No.
if anybody like doesn't like She-Hulk, you can.
Anybody who doesn't like She-Hulk is a misogynist pig that probably voted for Trump.
Probably, yeah. And anybody who says otherwise is a cop kisser.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
and then they had to fucking throw Daredevil in there to just get all these dick writers back into the show. God,
dude, that was just for me. That was just so I could have a little cherry on top, a little. Oh God, and then
I actually no, I haven't watched that episode with Daredevil yet though.
okay,
I haven't, but I just know he's in there.
You get to see some grippers, so you just pay attention.
Huh?
You'll see.
I thought about watching it before this, but I got lost in creating the devil fruit list.
Right.
I wanted to make sure
because we're a business.
I was spinning that wheel to
now.
spin that. I was spinning like the random fruit generator and looking a bunch of ones up because I was like, I gotta be missing something, man.
I could not find like a good list of fruits.
Yeah, they wasn't. We should
impossible.
make one and then put a fucking loaded with ads. Get some money. Get our bag up, baby, because somebody needs that shit. Anyway,
I watched Miss Marvel. Now, have you watched Andor
like
at all?
the little kid one?
Wait,
like the one with the little...
Did I say Miss Marvel?
You did.
I did watch that, but She-Hulk. They're
okay.
women.
I didn't
They're
watch
women.
the
They're both.
Marvel
It's
one.
both women shows.
Yeah, who gives a
Same
fuck,
thing.
man? They don't need attention.
I'm gonna go home and kiss a cop real quick.
But yeah, what do you think about it?
Miss Marvel, I liked it too.
You said it again, She-Hulk.
I thought we were talking about Miss Marvel.
No, I'm talking about She-Hulk. Like, what was it, like your actual take? Because I know you were saying it was the best show ever for the meme. But like, what was the actual like? What do you think about it?
It's not worried about other Marvel stuff while also still like being in that world. I think it's really interesting because they just threw Daredevil in and like made a good little one shot with Daredevil, and then we're never gonna see him again, and that's fine. It's not. It doesn't have to be like a big thing.
The cool thing about this is just like it's just a person that's dealing with the idea that they have powers and now they actually exist in the real life, and it's just whatever. Like, who cares? Like, it's fine.
Mm-hmm,
it's like it's fine, and it has some funny moments. Are there some moments that's a little cringy? Sure, but there's moments that's cringy in every fucking show you watch. Like, it's
just
like, who
Marvel
cares?
Especially. Marvel always has something cringy. Like they're not perfect fucking movies.
So I don't. People are just annoying. People are just like It just makes me so mad because people are like,
I think
they might
jumped
not make
onto
another
the
show
hate
like
train
this.
a little too much, like seeing all this shit, because I don't see nearly as much.
Wait, what? Wait.
I don't see any sort of like hate shit. Like
Okay,
everything I see is
most
awesome.
of the time I see the hate shit is from people reacting to the hate shit. So it's like people
gotcha.
being like they'll
idiot.
duet or whatever not duet the other one. They're like, but basically they're like somebody's saying it and they go like, oh yeah, like what, like so like people who are saying this are just idiots and blah blah blah. And I'm like, I agree with them because I'm like, this, who cares? Like literally who cares? Like that's another problem too, is that I do think that Marvel's getting a little oversaturated. They probably should have taken a break and like release stuff a little bit slower and put more time into it. But I do think that people think that every show is meant to be like a Marvel movie theater experience, but it's not. It's supposed to be a placeholder. It's supposed to be like, hey, we have some time off. Here's a little show that's basically a sitcom, but she has green powers like the Hulk. Enjoy it. And everybody's like, Marvel's going to the fucking hell, bro. This sucks. And it's like, oh my god, dude. They just wanted to give you something. Because every time in the past, they were like, oh, we want more Marvel. We want more shit. Give us She-Hulk. Anyway, I'm sorry. It got me heated. It's okay. I got me pissed. I hate those people. But yeah, I like She-Hulk though. She-Hulk is fun.
Okay, yeah, She-Hulk, yeah. She-Hulk's pretty good. Nice. I enjoy living in my little bubble where I don't hear other people's opinions. It's really nice.
Like, that's why I like going to the movies alone, man. It's because when people are like shitting on movies immediately.
It's like the most I see of anything is like, hey, this came out. And I'm like, cool, I'll go watch it. And then I never see anything about it again. And I enjoy it. And I'm done. I don't have to go jump into the discourse and have a fucking verbal fist fight with some 12-year-old.
In this past week, I haven't checked my screen time, but it has to be like I spent like 12 hours on TikTok in this past week. It's been like ridiculous. I probably have too.
And you know what 10 hours of it is?
One Piece.
Family Guy clips above like little like awful phone games. That's been 90. It's like infested.
Family Guy is goated. Like you can't deny it. It's so funny to this day. You're
dude,
like,
not when it's like completely out of context clips, and it's like sometimes you get sucked into one, right? And then you're like, oh no, now I'm gonna see 20 more. I should have just cut the cord right away. Because you gotta sit there. I don't know. My block list is probably like 1,000 people.
Really? I rarely block anything.
That's the only way to get rid of it is to block. Because I don't want to see this doesn't fucking work. Not interested. Doesn't fucking work.
I'm trying to think of the only time I do block. Oh, okay. So a little insight into my For You page because this is gonna be really funny. It's a little sus, like a little sus of my thing. But sometimes I'm like,
roll the clip.
Sometimes I'm like, I'm watching through the TikTok and I'm like, oh, this is like a workout thing or whatever, and this dude's like ripped or whatever and showing that stuff out, and I'm like, oh, that's a pretty solid workout advice, or like, I like this, let's like this or whatever. And then I also, I think I've talked to you about this before. When I was younger, I used to watch ABDC a lot, America's Best Dance Crew, and so like I was really into dance, and I know a lot of like dance YouTubers from the past. I don't really watch anymore, but like I used to. And I used to be into that. So anytime a dance comes up, I'm like, that's a solid dance. I'll like it. And so I think every now and then they go like, this is a fucking chick. This is either it's a girl or he's just gay, and like that's nothing wrong with that. But like they're trying to figure me out, and I'm like, no, dude. Sometimes I see like a ripped dude, and I'm like, that's a solid physique, like go him. And then sometimes I see a dance and I'm like, that's a solid dance, good shit. I vibe with this. And then they throw in a thirst trap from a guy, and I'm like, no.
Yes. No. I knew that's where it was going. I was like,
no, get it out of here. And that's when I block it. That's
it's like some little kid who's like giving you like a sexy eye, and he's like,
yeah. I don't get little kids, but I do get like, I'll get like a ripped like.
I'm not saying like a little kid. I'm saying like an 18-year-old.
Yeah,
right. He's just a baby face. He's like, I'll treat you right.
Yeah, and like every now that doesn't happen too often, but like I would want to say like once a month they'll throw that in there and go like, eh? And I'm like, fuck you.
He's like, how do you feel about this one, huh? What do you think? We really worked hard on it for you.
Oh my god. Anyway, we have gone over the timer quite a bit, but it was a lot of fun conversation.
We went over the timer. Yes, we did. Right now we did.
I will cut you out of this entire episode.
Get this guy out of here. Get him out.
Get rid of everything. All right. But anyway, that about wraps it up. So next time we'll say what our favorite hentai is. Peace out.
There's too many.
You're just panicking like, oh no. I didn't know about this.
How can I choose?
You reach back for the notebook and you're like, fuck, there's so many. Just like going through all of the list.